While suffering, so many of us are trying to find ways to escape it. We either go out and drink or watch TV and movies, scroll on social media for hours, anything to distract us from sitting within comfort. In the moment, these quick pleasures feel good, but the moment these distractions are not accessible, we go right back into that state of suffering. But why are you running? Why do you continue to run from your direct experience? You mean I do understand why, but you have to make a decision soon. Do you want to continue to suffer for the rest of this experience, or do you want to find peace? We have unfortunately been conditioned to move through life by using the mind. We think we have to think about life to function. And I'm here to tell you, that's a lie. You are more of yourself when thoughts are absent. You are more in that flow of life when you are present. And what this whole video is going to be about. We cannot overlook the power of being present. It's where all of your power is. In the beginning of my journey, the present moment was something I was so fixated on. But I never really understood it or had those experiences that everyone was talking about. And the reason why I didn't understand the present moment was because you can't understand it. It's not a mental concept that the mind can grasp onto. You can't hold on to the present moment because it's always flowing. But the mind has a habit of wanting to hold onto something so that it can understand it. But you can't capture the moment. Only cameras and videos can do that. The moment is always moving. The moment it's born, it dies. When you are being present, realize that it's a flow. It's not something you can hold on to. It's constantly moving. I want you to realize this right now. You are always present. You actually are presence itself. Even when thoughts arise and emotions are in the body, it's all happening right now. Nothing can happen outside of right now. And you don't need to think about that. See it. Flow with it. Meaning let go. You don't have to do anything. Being present isn't an activity. It's not something you do. It's only something you can be. And being involves just this effortless allowing of what is. Don't try to capture anything, just flow with what's here. What we are all actually running from is the present moment. You are running from yourself, but even that's happening now. There is nowhere to go. You cannot be in the future, nor can you be in the past. Even when the mind is creating stories or remembering something from the so-called past, all of it's happening in the flow of presence. For the rest of this video, I want you to flow with me. Drop your thoughts and allow my words to take over. Allow my words to be those thoughts. Now, do not try to hold on to anything. Do not try to find anything. Drop your expectations and just go with the flow presence. It's always here because it's the only thing that's truly here. No need to try to listen to this with the conceptual mind. You're not here to learn anything from me. I want you to experience it. Listen with presence, not the mind. Now we have all heard the saying, just go with the flow. This doesn't mean the flow will be comfortable all the time. Even when the body is in pain, presence is here. And if you can just realize that even these emotions and thoughts are part of the flow of presence and life, regardless of what you are experiencing, it can actually become very enjoyable to experience what you use to label discomfort. If you really stay present, you'll realize that even those emotions that you label uncomfortable aren't actually uncomfortable. Because what is uncomfort in the eyes of what is, while present beliefs and labels go away, you only believe in uncomfort. You can actually relax even when the body is tense. You really can. It's just that the mind has this defensive ability to keep you away from the present. It may scream at you and tell you that it's wrong to be feeling this, or it may even question if you are doing it right or whatever. It's all just to keep you away from your power, to keep you from awakening. But even that mind activity is a part of the flow. See this? If you are seeking for freedom, realize that you can only find it here. Where else would it be? If you are seeking for an awakening, when do you think it will happen? In the future. You have never experienced the future. Nobody in existence has ever experienced the future or the past. You can only experience something now. Awakening can only happen now, and if you can really sit in presence and allow yourself to go with the flow, awakening will happen. Your identity will go from being this separate human and false self, but what you truly are, as everything, as presence, as God or consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Presence is where the kingdom of heaven is. The Bible has so many pointers. Every religion is talking about your true nature as God. I mean, you can literally grab any scripture, what Jesus was saying, and can clearly see he was an enlightened spiritual teacher. He didn't believe God was some man in the sky. He said, I am God. He knew what he truly is. He didn't want people to worship him. He wanted them to follow what he was doing. He wanted people to be still and go within themselves to find God, to find themselves, so that everyone can also realize what he realized. I like this story of the woman who was sick and she wanted to touch Jesus so that she can be healed. I'm not sure how the whole story goes, but it's a very powerful story because when she touched Jesus, she was healed. But Jesus did not heal her. It was her faith. It was her trust. And I'm saying this because if you trust what I am pointing to, you will see that it's everything you ever wanted. Healing can only happen here. Have faith in the unknown. Have faith in the flow of life. Take that leap and just surrender to it. It's always here. It's always been here. Through traumatic experiences, presence was here. Through heartbreak, presence was there. Through all of this suffering, presence is here. And this presence is what you truly are. You were never the one suffering. You were never the victim of life. You are God, and that's just a label. It really doesn't matter what you call it. In a way, we don't know what it actually is. You can't see it. You can't imagine it. You can't know it mentally. But you can be it because it's what you have always been and will always be. I seen a comment not too long ago where someone asked, how long is the present moment? Well, presence has no beginning and it's just here, and it's always been. There is no end to presence. You can literally be in presence for the rest of time because it's outside of time. Presence is infinite. Right now, I want you to see if you can find an end to presence. It's not possible. And the more and more you dwell in it, the more obvious it will become that this is what you truly are. That identity shift will happen. Begin to create a relationship with presence, and not in a duality way. There isn't no one here for presence to create a relationship with. It's kind of weird to put it into words, but send it love, or I'll say, become love, be grateful for it. Constantly say thank you and trust it. Have faith. It's you. Trust yourself. Love yourself. And that love must be unconditional. This is not about feeling good. It's not about feelings at all. It's about truth. Know this and relax within it.